Chapter 13. The Founder's Week. A business needs numbers. A founder needs a week. When your days are a blur, your numbers wobble. When your week has a shape, your numbers calm down. This chapter builds that shape. It is not a schedule you obey like a machine. It is an operating rhythm you return to when the storms pass. The rhythm protects deep work, fast response, and real rest. It gives buyers a steady hand. It gives you a life you can keep. Start with a few quiet principles. Work moves best in waves. A wave has a rise where you focus, a crest where you decide, and a fall where you reset. You do not sprint all day. You do not drift all week. You let each day carry one clear promise and one public action. You let each week carry one result that a buyer can feel. You honor the human body that runs the engine. You sleep. You drink water. You see sunlight. You breathe for a minute before large decisions. None of this is luxury. It is maintenance. Your week begins before the first email. It begins the evening before. You close the day by writing one line that names tomorrow's first important move. You put that line on your desk. You leave your tools ready. You let your mind rest. In the morning you begin with the line, not the inbox. The inbox is other people's plan. The line is yours. A founder's day has 3 movements. The first movement is deep work. 2 hours if you can. 90 minutes if you must. You choose one problem. You ignore everything else. You move the problem forward in a way that a buyer will feel within the week. The second movement is service. You reply, you book, you deliver, you collect, you follow up. You honor speed to lead. The person who answered first often wins without a pitch. The third movement is maintenance. You close loops. You update the canvas. You record one number. You write one sentence about what you learned. Then you stop. Rest is not absence. Rest is fuel. It is the thing that lets the next day be clean. Arrange your week so that the hard work happens when you have strength and the social work happens when the world answers. Mornings carry deep work. Late mornings and early afternoons carry calls and deliveries. Late afternoons carry tidy tasks and review. Evenings carry your life. You will break this pattern when a buyer needs you. You will return to it when the rush ends. The pattern is a home, not a prison. Give each weekday a theme. Monday belongs to pipeline and cash. You meet the week with clarity. You decide which leads deserve a next step. You move deposits across the line. You set the week's deliveries. You look at the bank balance and you speak one sentence about safety. Tuesday belongs to build. You push the product or the service forward. You cut scope that does not matter. You reduce time to first win. Wednesday belongs to sales. You reach out. You post proof. You ask for the meeting. You answer faster than last week. Thursday belongs to delivery. You ship. You hand off. You capture the artifact that will fuel your growth loop. Friday belongs to review and publish. You run a light weekly business review. You write one small story about what went live. You share it where buyers already gather. Saturday and Sunday are yours to shape. One may carry a market stall or a short creative window. One must carry a reset. If you always work both, you will stop building and start leaking. Keep one day light, even if light means only 2 hours of life and then a nap. The weekly business review is short and alive. You open your notebook and read 5 lines out loud. New paying customers this week. Cash in and cash out. The one number that moved in the right direction. The one place that leaked. The single lever you will pull next week. You write the lever as a sentence a child could understand. You place it at the top of Monday's page. Then you close the notebook. You do not write a report to impress yourself. You name the truth and choose the next small step. You know your work. It has a front stage and a backstage. The front stage is where buyers see you. The backstage is where you create. Most founders swim between the two all day and never plant their feet. Stop swimming. Give each day one front promise and one back promise. The front promise might be 2 replies within 1 hour. The back promise might be 90 minutes on the feature that removes the most pain. If you finish both, you may add a third. If you do not, you still won the day because the engine moved. Protect deep work with rules you can say out loud. During the deep block, your phone is across the room. Your inbox is closed. Your door is real or imaginary, but either way it stays shut. You put a card on your desk that names the finish line in 12 words. You set a simple timer. You begin with the smallest motion that moves the card forward. You do not wait for inspiration. You start. When the timer ends, you stand, you breathe, you drink water, and you move to the service block. You will feel the urge to keep tinkering. Leave the work while you still have energy. The return tomorrow will be easy. Protect service with the same kindness. You do not live in chat all day. You open the channel 3 times. You answer quickly. You close it. You book the call. You send the link. You write 1 sentence that confirms the plan. You avoid long threads that hide decisions. You use a voice that is short, warm, and clear. You decide the next step and you name the day. Buyers are busy. They appreciate clarity more than flourish. Your speed and your calm tone are half the sale. Use small scripts to end the day in peace. When a buyer asks for something you cannot do today, write a line that protects both of you. A good line sounds like this: I can begin Monday or Wednesday. The deposit books your slot and our helpers. When a buyer tries to pull you into a late-night loop, write a line that sets a boundary without sting. I will pick this up at 9 and we will be done by noon. When your own mind tries to pull you back to the desk, say the same to yourself. We will pick this up at 9. Then you go outside. The sky helps more than another paragraph. Your body is part of the week. Sleep is part of the plan. A founder who sleeps poorly makes expensive mistakes and calls them bad luck. A founder who eats sugar and coffee as a diet will grind through 3 days and lose a month. Be practical. Go to bed at a consistent hour. Keep a short wind down that signals rest. Lower the light. Leave your phone in another room. Wake at a time that respects your body. Begin with water and movement. 10 minutes is enough. Stand in sunlight. Your mind will obey the light before it obeys a calendar. The next 90 minutes belong to deep work because you prepared a card. You are not heroic. You are steady. Your week also needs a way to say no. You will be offered meetings that sound flattering and eat your day. You will be asked to help in ways that break your Tuesday. A good no is a gift. Write it like this: I am focused on delivery this week. I would be glad to read 1 paragraph or see 1 link. If there is a fit, I will reply on Friday. You honored their intent. You kept your shape. If the request matters, it will survive the week. If it does not, you save them from a fuzzy call. Build a small cadence for money. Monday is for deposits and dates. Wednesday is for invoicing and follow-ups. Friday is for reconciles and thank yous. Never push all money tasks to one end-of-month panic. You do not need a finance department. You need a quarter hour 3 times a week. Each time you do it, you feel stronger. You do not put off strength. Now put the rhythm on 3 lives so you can feel it. Listen to the stand on a week of mixed weather. Monday morning is supplies and cash. The owner counts canvas and ink in 10 quiet minutes. They move the small deposit from the weekend to a reserve. They update the sign if a new size arrived. Tuesday morning they record a 3-minute clip that shows a print from tap to hand. They schedule it to post in the afternoon when foot traffic peaks. Wednesday is partner day. They carry 2 sample canvases to the camera store, say thank you by name, and leave a fresh stack of cards. Thursday is rain. They use the morning to clean the press and to cut blanks. They spend 1 deep hour rewriting their caption so it names the exact moment tourists feel. Friday they post the gallery of happy hands and mention the location and hours again. Saturday and Sunday they run the front stage and capture 1 short clip each day for next week's loop. They go home tired and light. Listen to the studio on a week with 3 launches. Monday is pipeline. The founder looks at leads and writes a single sentence for each. Deposit today, call Tuesday, or not now. They move 2 people to dates with a calm note. Tuesday is deep build. They ignore chat for 90 minutes and finish the standard sections that new owners always need. Wednesday is sales. They post the before and after from last week with one line that says live in 72 hours. They send ready text to each new client so the client can paste their launch note in 2 minutes. Thursday is delivery. They hand off a login on a morning call, capture a screenshot of the publish moment, and send the final invoice. Friday is review. They read their 5 numbers and decide that next week's lever is to cut the first draft time by 15 minutes with a new template. The week has a sound. It makes sense. Listen to the tool team on a week with an install and a feature. Monday is calm math. They read the churn curve, the trial to paid line, and time to first win. They speak a sentence and choose to move the first win closer by adding a default schedule. Tuesday is deep work. One person codes while one writes a 60-second clip that shows the change. Wednesday is demos and sales. They run a lunch call for clinics with last week's proof minute. Thursday is delivery. They install for a new clinic and watch the first online booking arrive with the staff. They ask to save the moment. Friday is review and publish. They post the minute and send a note to the small foundation that helped fund a help center last quarter. The loop turns without strain. Failure still visits. A week will collapse. A sick child. A broken press. A client who goes silent halfway through. Do not throw the whole system away when it fails once. Shrink it. Pick one move that keeps the promise and one thing that can wait. Tell the truth to the person who will be affected and offer a next best step. Write down what shifted for next time. Then sleep. You build resilience by keeping shape while bending. Your calendar is a tool, not an altar. Color the deep block so it is visible. Keep it in the same place each day if you can. Put calls in the social block by default. Put money tasks in their small slots. Place the weekly review on Friday morning or Friday afternoon and protect it like a meeting with your older self. When someone asks for a time slot that would break the shape, offer the nearest block that works. You are allowed to design your day. That is not selfish. It is service to the work and to the people who depend on it. You will need a few phrases to protect the week. Here they are in simple voice. I am heads down until 10 and will reply then. I can hold Monday or Wednesday for you. The deposit books your slot and our helpers. We will publish by Thursday and hand over the login. You can start monthly or annual. Annual comes with same-day email response. If we miss the window, we refund. They are the bones of a kind, firm spine. Make your week friendly to proof. At the end of each delivery, you spend 60 seconds to capture a screenshot, a photo, or a short clip. You save it in a folder that begins with the date. You write a file name that says what changed. On Friday, you do not wonder what to share. The folder decides. Make your week friendly to health. On one afternoon, you end early and walk. On one morning, you take a call outdoors. You drink water before you drink coffee. You put real food where you work. You keep a deep breath habit before large decisions. 10 seconds of air changes a choice. The choice changes a week. If you build the rhythm alone, it can feel fragile. Add one person to the music by giving them a small promise. Their promise might be that all invoices go out on Wednesday by noon. Their promise might be that the tools help inbox is cleared by 4 each day. Their promise might be that the stand sign is clean and the cards are stocked each morning before opening. A tiny shared promise keeps both of you accountable without meetings. When your tiny system grows to 3 people, the promises become your culture. Now make the rhythm durable with a monthly reset. On the first Monday, you draw 3 circles on paper. 1 for sales and proof. 1 for build and delivery. 1 for cash and safety. You write the single number in each circle that matters most this month. You write 1 sentence about how the week will serve that number. You tape the paper near your screen. When opportunities or distractions arrive, you look at the paper and ask if they serve the circles. If they do not, you set them aside. You can revisit them next month with a clear head. A founder's week is personal. Your hour will not match mine. Your family will shift your blocks. Your city will bend your schedule. Accept the constraints and write the rhythm inside them. A parent can move deep work to dawn and service to late morning. A night owl can use late evening for deep creation and protect midday for calls. A market vendor can treat Friday as Monday and Monday as Sunday. The point is not the day names. The point is the repeating shape. You may worry that a week like this will make you boring. The opposite happens. The rhythm opens space for surprise. When deep work is protected, you take risks in design because you know there is time to fix them. When service is protected, you speak with ease because you know you will follow through. When rest is real, you have ideas again. Your buyers feel the steadiness. The referrals increase. The numbers improve because your week improved. If you forget everything else, keep 4 lines close. Begin the day with your own line, not the inbox. Protect 1 deep block. Answer fast and kindly during the service block. Close the week by choosing 1 lever for the next one. Say these lines out loud on Sunday evening. Tape them on your wall. Let them pull you back when the noise rises. In the next chapter, we will give your rhythm a scaffolding. We will turn the repeating tasks into tiny systems anyone can run. We will write a 1-page standard for work you do each week so you stop reinventing steps. We will trim clicks with simple tools. We will keep the same calm voice, the same short sentences, and the same promise, a business you can build and keep.